Hey, let me sit down. We have a lot of things to talk about today. The light is amazing, and I look like I was crying, but I used a new mascara and it ruined everything for me. I don't know if you guys go through this phase, but this is just a girl problem. um, I wanted to talk about something, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be triggering for some people. So this is just this is just a notice, or this is just an info that if you feel triggered or if you have trauma, um, or you deal with fear of success, this video might be triggering for you. But yeah, I wanted to talk about something real quick simply because I feel like this is needed. And I talk about things that I go through by myself, so it's not that I'm just bringing something that I'm not experiencing or anything. Success requires you to be someone new every day. Like every day it requires you to be someone that would just push themselves out of bed, do something about that life they want to achieve. And sometimes even when you do that, you won't see results, and what is required from you is like to stick with it, right? And do your best to sort of like find a solution or find a way out of it. Honestly, from time to time I'll be like just sitting down and then be like, okay, I'll be like just disconnecting from who I am and be like, okay, my new me today is gonna sit down and finish this. We're both gonna get to know her through this experience or through this activity or through this practice. And I feel better because simply this would help me really kind of like get productive. And it's one of the best productive tips. It's like you just disconnect from who you are and be like, oh, this is a new me today. Let's just experience what is she doing, right? And then another thing was like, sometimes when you do a lot of things and then, they end up not working exactly how you plan them to, to work according to what kind of plan that you are following. And then you feel like, okay, it's not working. And out of that you will get burned out of everything that you've been doing or everything that you're just putting together, and it's just not working, right? Have someone in your circle where you could just go and vent it all out, but basically pick someone that would just come up with solutions and or ask you the right questions so it can guide you through it. It can't be your therapist though, someone who's they're always to listen as well, giving you like professional help. But if you're like into and like it's not really a level of like professional help and you just need your circle to be there, so that's something that I do. It's like we just sit together, talk, it's a give and take type of situation, and then we talk about books, we talk about help, we talk about like all the possible solutions that can lead to that person becoming happy. And then out of all of these tips, out of everything online, out of everything that is put on YouTube on how to be successful or how to maintain success, this is something that I learned. Be happy. Pretend to be happy. Do something to be happy and then work on that. Work on the success you want. Make sure that every time you're working on the success that you want, you have a good level of happiness, because happy people create good positive things. If you're working or operating from a negative or sad or depressed type of mindset, you will only maintain admin work, and admin work won't get you any far. You will just be stuck where you are. So the moment that you're happy, the moment that you get to accomplish a lot of great things. And I promise you this because I experienced that. So I'll give you like small details or small ideas. I don't know what's happening to my language, but I just woke up again. Bear with me on this one. When you get out of bed, like just pick things that would just cheer you up. For me, it's like just, you know, doing my makeup, wearing good, smelling good, and then, you know, going out and blah blah blah. So it's like every day when I wake up, if I go through this process, my day is gonna be so productive. I get to finish like a lot of things, and I get to maintain great energy, and, you know, even spread this energy to people. But the days where I don't feel like it, and then I'm like, okay, let me just sleep, I want to sleep, and of course I feel better after sleeping, but it's like I'm not gonna be productive. I'll be just on a normal functioning type of mood. So I learned that, like, okay. And then even when I'm being with like really successful people, to me, like, because success is like different from, you know, a person to another, so I'm like, yeah, they're all the time happy, but it's not that they don't face problems. They face problems, but the way they deal with their problems is like coldness. Okay, what is the problem here? How we can solve that? And they just be calm around problems. And then once they have the solution, they go implement the solution with a happy mindset. So I do believe like happiness is like one of the best ways to actually be extremely productive. Like just pretend to be happy. Like I'm like, just be okay, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for the new mascara that ended up ruining my eyes and I look like I've been crying for 3 hours or 4 hours, like literally. I'm grateful for being able to film YouTube videos, and, you know, to do my best to kind of like just not stick every day, but at least showing up and making sure that I'm maintaining this. I'm grateful, I'm happy that I'm doing this. I'm happy that I'm filming a YouTube video. So yeah, it's like once you are like, find things that would make you happy, the same way you find or you look for music that make you more sad or you talk to people that make you more depressed. How about you start looking for the opposite? And yesterday when I was like chatting with my friend, we were like just talking about, we know exactly what we don't want. I can give you details on what I don't want in this life, and then I can also give you details of what I want in details. Like, what do you want, right? So I was like having this conversation with her, and we were like just, you know, chatting and stuff, and I was like, if we go to any kind of like human being and then we be like, what is one thing that you don't like, immediately they, you know, they respond faster. But it's like you will find like a low number of people of like, when you say what is one thing you want or you like or blah blah blah, they sit there and think, because our brain is like just, I think, designed to identify problems, and we get driven by that from time to time. But what we want to do is like, we want to be in control of that. We want to be in control of like, you know, you would just be like, okay, this is, I don't want that, instead I want this. I didn't like my old mascara, instead I bought a new one. I don't like how this new one ended up ruining my eyes, and I was like just crying out of it, but it looks good. I mean, like, that's a silly example, but you get the point. Anyway, so that's it about today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on tomorrow. Bye bye.